Welcome to Aerofly MT. In today's video, we'll be giving you a tutorial on how to power up a CRJ900 aircraft from a cold and dark state.
Let's get started with our pre-flight checklist for powering on the aircraft. First, turn on the battery and select external power if available. Then, switch on the battery master and the AC electrical power to ensure that we have power. Next up is starting the auxiliary power unit, APU. To start the APU, push the APU PWR fuel button once to perform a self-test. Afterward, push the APU start-stop button. Moving on to the IRS, trim, and yaw damper, we need to rotate the two IRS selectors to nav. Push both stab trim buttons once to turn both stabilizer trim channels on. Push the MAC trim button and the YD 1 and 2 buttons to engage the yaw damper. Next, on the passenger signs panel, turn on the seatbelt signs and no smoking signs. Finally, arm the emergency exit lights. After we've verified that the ground equipment and personnel are clear, we can power up the hydraulics by setting all 4 hydraulic switches to the forward position. On the left-hand sidewall panel, rotate the nav source knob to select FMS1 on the PFD. Moving forward with the engine start, we'll need the APU running to provide pressurized bleed air, as well as the fuel boost pumps. Turn on the boost pumps with the L and R boost pump buttons. And set the beacon light on. Now let's start the left engine first. Push the LNG start button, followed by moving the left thrust lever forward from cutoff to the idle position. The engine controller now turns on the igniters and introduces fuel and starts the engine fully automatically for us. We must monitor the interstage turbine temperature, ITT, for a hot start, and N2 for a hung start. Once the engine has stabilized at N2 around 60%, we can start the second engine in the same way with the RENG start button. With the engine started, we no longer need the APU. Push the APU start-stop button to shut down the APU. After a few seconds, turn off the APU power with the APU PWR fuel button. Lastly, let's turn on the pneumatic air conditioning kits, packs, to cool the cabin. Push the L and R pack buttons and the off lights should turn extinguish. Set the recirc fan switch next to the buttons to on.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was, huh?
Thanks for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and leave a comment below.